everybody, welcome back to Adventure Capitalism. It's me, Emily, once again, and we are starting off exactly where we left off. Psych! Just kidding. It's not going to be exactly where we left off. As you may know, it has been some time since I've had time to record and upload a video, so this section was recorded quite some time ago. So, in the interest of time, I want to kind of skim through what happened on this excursion because it was a wild ride of ups and downs and ended up a little bit devastating. But we'll get through it so we can catch you up with what's happening now. Without further ado, we first did end up filling up some more of the map. Not too much more, but I discovered this pale oak biome just in the midst of this birch forest, and then there's a dark oak forest with all its big shroomy shrooms and all of that right next door. We'll head that direction in a minute. I did discover, the hearts. This one particularly was attached to a gate of an abandoned town in the Pale Oak Forest. This town is definitely not vanilla, it's definitely Dungeons and Taverns, and I ended up finding a guy who was living here who might have been an expert cartographer, but his trades were kind of bad, so we didn't get anything from him. But then, wandering around, I found more of the town. You can see once I turn around here that there's a big mansion there, and as I got close to it I got the residential evil achievement, which definitely freaked me out in the moment. I had to back it up and see if I could hear anything going on, which I did once I got around to the side of it. I could hear zombies and zombie villagers, but before we tackled the mansion right here, I had to look around a little bit, and you might be catching glimpses now of the inevitable destruction and disappointment that this became. I think there were about 3 sightings of what's about to go down there if you need to rewind. But yeah, I kind of just waited for some of them to come out just to kind of see what I was dealing with before it burst into flames, the whole thing. So if you rewind it, you're gonna see a few glimpses of flames off to the left. And so the fire took just about the whole thing. There was still a basement that was pretty intact. I found this spawner down there, and there was plenty to loot. I'm definitely one of those kinds of people who loves looting things, so having just this many chests down there was fantastic. And yeah, it ended up being a lava pool that started all of that fire and devastation. So, and getting home from here was awful. I died so many times to some drowns. It was really quite devastating emotionally. So, but I have been working on a lot of stuff since then, and I'd love the chance to get to show you that now. So, let's get back to the present. Great, now that we're done with that months-long hiatus, I can get to showing you what else has been going on up here around the base and out in the Moonlight Valley. Your favorite, I know. Let's go. But first, let's look at the cow cave. Cow cave. I can't feed them. That's it, cow cave. Moving forward, the farm's like it was, pretty much, except now I'm growing potatoes on top, because I thought I would use them for trading, but I found a better way to do that. This tree is temporary. In fact, I'll probably just get rid of it right now. No need to look at that. I have more llamas again. I have been putting them inside because he knows. We have made this the sheep pen mostly. There are chickens in there, and I swear on my life there was a single pig. Oh yeah, there he is. He's fine. Yep, and we still have our goats here. He's just endlessly hitting his booty into the fence pole. But yep, I still have not gotten their horns. They still stand here and jump. At least they don't jump on my farmhouse roof anymore. So that's good. We got some bamboo. And I have added more to the giant tree we're making. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this. Wow, very moody. I think maybe I'm gonna put some bees in there, which, speaking of, I did, when I was trying to just get wood and I was just, you know, planting trees or whatever, I got a little beehive. So I made another one and I've been kind of breeding them up. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they just button heads. Oh, it's cute. Oh. It's that time already. Anyway, oh, don't let me do that. Not again. We will grab this one while we're here. I need a campfire for that other one. I like the tree. Eventually, we're gonna be putting some more leaves up there, but we're just gonna kind of let it grow naturally and gnarly-y. We're gonna head toward Moonlight Valley now. I've got quite a few updates over there. Whoa, I do not know how to ride this boat. Got quite a few updates over there. Where am I? Ah. So let's go check out those updates together. Not much has changed along this route, except I've added torches so I can see sometimes. What I should really do is get rid of all that water. Do you know how many times I've sunk my own boat running into that wall? It sucks. I'm kind of dumb. Definition of insanity, am I right? Anywho, you can see I have a little bed there. And one thing I did do is we'll look at this first because it's irrelevant now. I started digging out this canal, and don't mind these other pests. Ah, yes, a villager. Ah, ha, ha, don't mind him. But yeah, I started digging out this canal, this passage underneath. Don't look over there. To get us actually through with our boat. It did have a purpose. You might have just seen the Fletcher sitting in here. Well, at one time there was probably about like 10 villagers in here in boats. And then I did some other things and released them all, which was, I think, a bad idea. He's the only one who ended up staying in here because his, you know, he works here. Yeah. Maybe I'll keep him down here. He can be like the warden of the water path. I don't know. Maybe I'll have it like those other things be like sewers. Oh, now he's forget I said anything. Okay, don't forget I said anything. Maybe these will turn into like sewer passages and I'll connect myself to other parts of the city once we get there. Anyway, don't mind me, I've just been watching the farmers farm as I farm them. Ethics? No. So yeah, I did make a villager breeder because I knew I would need a lot of villagers for things happening over there. You're gonna be disappointed with all the things happening over there. No spoilers. Anyway, yeah. Also, that guy's not supposed to be in there, but what can you do about it? Probably something, but I'm not smart enough to figure it out. So I've broken so many of their little dirt things jumping in there. Yeah, this was fun to learn how to build, and I love a good excuse to use a minecart, so that's great. Haha. I'll explain that in a minute, but first I'm gonna make it day. Well, you can probably guess what this is, just based on the fact that those golems just fell down that hole. Yeah, this is my iron farm, just a classic build. I feel like the rates probably could be better, but figuring out what's wrong with it would require me to jump into these trapdoor pits, and I'm not really interested in that at this time. Definitely took me way too long to build because you might remember that this used to be down there. It only went up to about that block before it went down this path. So I built this out. It started off, it was just this up here, and then there was another little hill, but I had to expand it just to be able to get the villagers in there, and then I just was like, well, I might as well keep going. And spoiler! Here's the thing I built. I'll explain that momentarily. Yeah, this guy, I feel kind of bad I got him off the track. I've been using him to sell all this iron to, and he won't accept any more trades today. Also, here's one of the guys I let free roam, and then I found him and gave him a job, so he'll let us sell stuff. But yeah, I've been exploiting this. It's about time we got to the capitalism part of adventure capitalism. We'll come stand out on here. This is gonna be the last thing I explain. So I built our first building in the Moonlight Valley. My idea for this was that it would be the chapel that greets you as you enter the city. So you could certainly go down there, and that's, I think, going to be a very commerce-oriented way if you're boating through down there to get to, like, the docks and things. But if you're just, parking your boat out there, I'll probably make a little dock area out there. I'm gonna make this this into a path and hopefully disappear some of this back into a hillside or something eventually. And this will probably be different too. But we'll get there when we get there. I just thought it would be nice. I could put a little cleric guy in here. It's just like a walkthrough thing right now, but as if there were a little temple where, you could just pay your respects as you're passing through. Oh, whatever local deity, whatever villagers worship. I don't know. Do they worship the dragon in this lore? Or do they? I don't know. Whatever it is, you could stop there and then you will wind your way back up. Or you can go around it too. The path goes through. We'll build this today. Together. Ah, yes, and then you can walk into the field of of copper blocks. But yeah, in one of my previous episodes, we kind of outlined some of these buildings, and I think I don't know if we'll get to these two towers, but we'll certainly get to these few buildings. That one down there to accompany the little chapel, this tower, and then that little building, I think, will be the subject of the rest of our video today once I explain this. He's not so... what? We'll go ahead and take the rest of this path up to the tower, and I can show you what I have been working on in there. This path sucks. I don't know why that guy is there. I do not care why that guy is there. I'm going to leave him there. Don't mind this boat. So you can probably hear... actually, we'll go up the official way. You can hear exactly what's going on. I've started the villager trading hall in here. As you can see, I've got quite a few of the guys. My bros. Nothing like zombie silk touch guy. I did let a zombie in here on accident. It is my intention to zombify them and cure them. This guy just ended up being the only one who got zombified in that endeavor. It was like I wasn't ready and it was an accident that I brought him up here, And then it started attacking me, so he didn't really have time to zombify everybody else. I think the prices are pretty okay. 9, 9, 16, but it's mending, so you know. 14, you know, I give up a little bit sometimes, guys. 8, you know. A lot of these I don't have any use for. 8, 16, but it's looting 3, so give me a break, guys. I need to fill in that back there, so that guy keeps going back there, but 9, you can't, yeah, I'm not gonna try to, I'll end up punching you, I'm sure. Feather falling 4, it took me so long to get any feather falling books, so we'll take a 21, right? Efficiency 22. I am, you know, I could have one more guy in here. I probably will put a guy in here before I start zombifying everybody else. Just to be a completionist. Another thing I gotta do is I really do need to get a better way to get up to the second floor than waiting for this thing to grow and then climbing it up there. And then, you know, the third floor to the top, which is where I let the lava bucket loose that one time. Yeah, that is just, you have to walk on all the vines outside. So we're gonna have to figure out a new way to get up. I love this bubble column. My way to get down, this is a set of dirt stairs that I've been leading them all up, but I'd like to have it filled in. So the way I've been getting down is just falling down this trapdoor. Yeah, not sustainable, and I can't put a bed in right there because of this trapdoor's in the way. It'd be nice to have something to catch my fall. But for now, this is what I got. Oh. That's embarrassing. Okay, that was better. Yeah, we'll get one more guy in here. Who knows what he'll be? I would love a respiration, to be honest. Just so I can do some more underwater exploring, but I'm pretty happy with, you know, everybody we got right now. And I finally got looting on my sword, so that's nice. I got looting, I bought the book, and then I punched him. So he was, yeah, he was a little expensive for a little bit, but he forgave me. He forgot about it. So, yeah. So, without further ado, cue a time lapse. Alright, so we're gonna start with this building here. This is just supposed to be like a storage house for the chapel. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier that we are missing the top level windows in the chapel because I want them to be purple glass, and I just haven't gotten around to making dyes and whatever and all of that yet. But we'll get there. But yeah, so we're gonna make this one a little less kept up, whatever the words are. Than the chapel itself, and we'll probably level that out inside. But then we will move on to this tower. No. No. You know, I'm starting to feel a vision. I might need more of these, though. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah, we just need a little booper. A little booper up top. It's really small. Okay, we'll fix it. Okay, I'm not in love with it. But I think it will do for now. I just kind of wish this was more round, but I do not have enough of the copper blocks right now to fix it, but we are definitely going somewhere. Let's take a look at what it looks like from down there. But yeah, it definitely needs to go up a little bit more and then curve. Okay, that's my bad, dude. I'm too close to you. But I like the height. It's not too tall. It doesn't completely blend in with the chapel. And that should be taller, and I want to put some banners around the side would be nice. Oh man, I really gotta work on the dye situation here. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that guy looks kind of cute. Blends in a little bit to the hillside, but maybe I can fix that with some moss. Or, you know, doing something else to the hillside. Anyway, getting dark. I should go to bed. They're growing. They're growing. Okay. Okay. I don't hate. It's kind of cute. Then I built this little building right here. It's just a little regular house. Brief pause while I sleep. But that's just kind of cute. What a darling little outpost. Maybe I put a couple beds in here and it's like a barracks for whoever's in this tower. Not that I made this tower for people to be able to use as a watchtower, but I don't know, it's kind of cool, kind of cute. I should really put a flag up there. That would be darling, I think. Orange, maybe? We'll see. We'll see. I discovered that I am having a general problem with banners. It is not just the pillager banners that I've been picking up. It's all of them are just white. So there's gotta be an issue with one of the mod packs I'm using. I'll look into it because it would be really nice to be able to put a bunch of banners places, and you know, this is the first town that I'm making. It would be nice to, you know, use them for maps and things, and then things for other towns. Oh man, it's gonna be really fun to fill in this landscape. Sorry, hard pivot in the conversation. But as I'm getting these two buildings here, getting something besides all of this dumb rail settled in between here, I think is gonna be really fun. Let me get rid of those trees, I think, but neat. Neat. I'm liking where this is going. It's kind of fun. That, I think, the more I look at the chapel, the more I'm like, yeah, it needs texture. It needs texture. I don't know. Maybe I can do it with more glow lichen like that or something. And that could be cool too, to have the whole place like be glowing a little. It is a chapel, and I think I do need to change the color of the top part. Also, I keep seeing that I put regular colored moss carpet in the middle of it, and when I look down on it from above, it looks dumb. But you can just kind of make out right there the crosshairs are. There's pale moss carpet that works a lot better for the build. Yeah, making lots of mistakes, but that's all right. We're getting somewhere. Well, if we haven't discussed it already, I am going into all of these projects with absolutely zero intentions or plans I'm just winging it, making it all up as I go, and just trying to make sure that, like, the vibes are right, and the palettes are similar, and just trying to learn a little bit about building a town as I build the town. So we're about to start working on the gates. And I think that it's pretty consistent with the terrain, for one, and I think the lore of Moonlight Valley, that these gates aren't like functional wartime gates. I think the Moonlight Valley is a pretty peaceful place. So these gates are more of a, like, hate to say, like, hey, merchants, come pay your duties and tariffs. You know? But like a place for when travelers, you know, who are just taking the path, pilgrimaging, visiting, passing through, they get to the gates and it's kind of more of a formality, kind of more of a reprieve from travel. I want this to be like a bit of a place to like take a breather before you figure out where you're going next. And I imagine that a lot of this hillside is going to get shaved away in the near future, so that there can be clear paths to other parts of the city, you know, and hopefully, I think it'd be really cool if we could get a few more towers up there. And maybe, you know, we make that the Wizard's Tower district and down there and more in the valley and along the lagoon. We can put houses and fishing shops and a dock and, you know, all those more mundane life things. And there can be some clear direction of where you're going when you get to this town. And we're going to completely ignore all of that, and I will figure it out later. Like I said, no plans. No plans at all. Thank goodness Minecraft is a sandbox game. Alright, guess we're gonna get started then. You know, I feel like we've got somewhere. You can see how I've got all these guys around. I'm trying to put guards in there. None of them seem to be taking to the fletching tables. But that's okay. I just thought it'd be cool if we could put like archers in those windows and maybe some people up there, and you can walk across. Don't mind that dirt. But you can walk across there. They could wander back and forth. It could be really cool. Maybe I'll also get like a little librarian guy to like be like, oh yes, hello, what goods do you bring? And I don't know. Maybe there's a different villager better for that. So yeah, we'll see if we can get those guys in there. But I think that's something for next time. So next time, I'm hoping we can work on getting these buildings all connected with some more grass and flowers and little fun things like that. Do a little bit more detail work on all of these buildings, maybe do some interiors, and Also, I'm hoping to get started on the canal that goes underneath our little industrial district off back at the entrance. So, I guess without further ado, may Fortune 3 be ever in your favor. See you next time.